whether it's our users, individual users, or enterprise users, or advertisers, our customers are center to everything we do. And so making sure that on the advertising side, advertisers and programmatic buyers get what they pay for and know what they're buying is really important, and it's central to a lot of the things that we've been doing over the past 12 to 18 months. What we've seen in the industry is that I'd say both publishers and buyers have kind of taken their eye off the ball a little bit in terms of what they're selling, what they're buying, and Microsoft, we think that we have very high quality ad inventory and a very highly engaged user base, and we can help our customers meet their marketing objectives by targeting and leveraging our inventory.
So tell us about the role of the SSP and sort of, I know you guys work with AppNexus, but sort of what do you look for in an SSP?
Yep. So we have a very diverse set of publisher properties. So from MSN, which is a more traditional web-based publisher, to Outlook, which is more email and productivity based, all the way to Xbox and desktop applications. So we need a partner that can kind of go with us in terms of that diverse portfolio. So properties that have very robust cookie base and kind of traditional ways to do user matching to less traditional ways in the desktop app space. So we've worked closely with AppNexus for 7-8 years, I believe, and they've been a great partner just helping us with the sort of robust nature of our publisher properties. The other thing that's really important to us is making sure that we understand what's going on across the value chain. So when you think about an SSP and a publisher of the scale of Microsoft, like, we want to make sure that our costs are in line with what our buyers expect, and that they can provide as much of kind of the intermediary value in the value chain that a buyer would expect. So we leverage AppNexus to do a lot of our inventory scanning to make sure that the inventory that we make available is brand safe and not fraudulent and actual human traffic. We leverage them to make sure that creatives that are shown on our properties aren't too heavy and don't hurt the user experience. And so we've worked very closely with them over the years to make sure that their creative auditing process is up to par with what our publishers expect in terms of quality.
Cool, and just kind of looking out, to the next time we meet in a year, not speaking for Microsoft in particular, but what are your hopes, perhaps the change in the landscape and the programmatic landscape will be 12 months out?
Well, I think my hope over the next year is that we get a lot more clarity on what's going on sort of in the middle between buyer and seller. I think what's happened is, a buyer targets a certain price that they want to buy inventory at, and then little bits and pieces of that are taken out throughout the chain, and then a publisher doesn't really know how much the advertiser actually values what they're selling. And so for me, as a publisher, getting a little more clarity on how much an advertiser values our inventory and understanding where those intermediaries are actually adding value in the middle is really important, so that we can make sure that we're doing things that help our customers meet their marketing objectives.